Hello, once again, this is Brother Teacher. Did you get your stimulus check? The third round under the President Joe Biden plan, if you will. Isn't that what he ran on? Wasn't that his focus for the American people in terms of relief during this COVID-19 epidemic, job losses? Unemployment, help, a stimulus package that he touted was going to be implemented for $1,400, and minimum wage, federal minimum wage up to $15 an hour. What happened? Now, that could be rhetorical, that question, what happened, for some of you to think about. But if you know the answer to these questions, number one, why did Joe Biden make the statement that the federal income tax was going to be increased to 15, slash that, not income tax. The federal minimum wage was going to be increased to $15 an hour. According to him, a livable wage. It's not that livable, but it was better than what we already had or have. And it didn't happen. It was shot down. And he also said, after we had the first stimulus package, and then the second stimulus package of $600, he wanted to fulfill the remainder of that from the Trump administration and issue the people $1,400 in stimulus benefits or relief. He made the statements that there's people out here hurting. People don't know where their next paycheck is going to come from. People need help. How long has he been in office and that has not come to fruition? Now, this stimulus package was approved, passed in the House, waiting to go to the Senate and back to him for signature. If it's complete and accepted, if the American people are, if they're hurting, how long does it take before they receive relief if they're presently hurting and have been hurting already before today? How long does it take to help the American people? Can you answer that question? Would you answer that question? In the comment section below, if you will. If your house is on fire and you dial 911, do you expect someone to send you through a process of, let's approve it through this department here, Department A, and once they approve us sending some help to that address where that fire is, then we'll send it to Department B to approve it finally, and then it will come back to the fire chief to approve sending aid. And by the time it's accepted, to send someone out to attend to the fire, the house is already burned down. You get my drift? So, hypothetically, and even realistically, if it's me and I'm hurting from COVID-19 catastrophe, the pandemic, my business is hurting, and it is hurting as I'm speaking to you on that same note. And I need financial aid from the government, or at least would like it. And they promised me some relief financially. But it has to clear this department, and it could be yay or nay. And if it does clear that department, it has to go to a second department. But I'm still hurting. Could potentially be put out of my place. Could potentially lose my business or my home, be evicted. Could have my utilities shut off. But it has to go through process A, B, and C, and then finalize, if it is approved, the aid that is. And then I'm in a worse condition than I was in the first place. I'm destitute now, homeless now. Is this America? Is this the man that said he was here to help the people or not? Do politicians suffer the same issues financially as the poor people, the working poor people, the middle class people? Are they at threat of being put out of their homes, having their utilities turned off, ending up in a homeless shelter? All these politicians faced with that? No, they've never experienced it. That is why it's so easy to turn a deaf ear to the cries of the people that they say that they are serving. They've never experienced being on the bottom. They've never experienced suffering on this level. And they are without compassion. That is why they muddle over the amount of money to give the people or not give the people, because they don't know what it's like to be in the place of the people. But at the end of the day, what they really don't realize is that if it were not for the people, they wouldn't have a position or a job. That was all I had to say. This is the Joe Biden that people voted for. And I don't see us climbing to any higher heights in this country right now. All I see right now, and I'm not being pessimistic, is low, a descent. And actually, it's picking up speed, momentum. We're not getting better as a country. We're getting worse. If anything is good about the country, it's not the people that's bad. It's the people that are good. The worst thing about the country are those that say that they're running the country. That was really it. And that is all. What say you? This is Brother Teacher.